Hi everybody, welcome back to another episode of Faded Conversations. Today we're going to be talking about a very interesting topic that a lot of people or men in general don't necessarily talk about, and that is depression. Now, the word depression is not something that should be easily thrown about. It is something that has to be medically diagnosed, to be very honest, but we as Jamaican men are forced to be strong. We have a lot on our shoulders. We don't usually talk about things that are affecting us. So we decided to have a conversation today on how you would handle that if your brethren or your brother comes to you and says that they're depressed, and this is how it went. What would you do if your close friend or your brother came to you and said that, I think I'm depressed? Like, how would you handle that in a normal situation?
Well, as the owner of a bar,
Right.
you tend to almost be the therapy room, the
Right.
coach,
Right.
proverbial coach that people come. And usually, as a man, after you drink 2 liquors still, you tend to be a little more open than you would normally be.
Okay.
Especially in a setting where you don't feel that it's a normal setting. It's not within your house or your workplace. You hope that a lot of it don't come back to affect you in your daily life. The first thing is as he alluded to, diagnosing. You're admitting them. Whatever source you decide to look help. Admitting that you have a problem. Admitting that this is not right and this is not me. A lot of times it's difficult because your male ego try to tell you that this is you and you can't change. But you have changed and you are changing, and in this case it might be a change for the worse. Now, in a family setting, it's extremely difficult as a husband and a father and a man who is supposed to be unbreakable, who is supposed to be a man of steel, especially to your kids,
Right.
to show weakness. Something as weak as being sad or depressed. Yes, a broken leg, all right, you drop off the rooftop and you broke your leg, all right, you're a man of steel, but you go fix.
Right, exactly.
But to be sad, to really be sad and be in your house and to be depressed, very few times you're going to find somebody in that house that's able to say, let me help you. You are the rock. You don't necessarily accept help in your household. You don't have weakness in your household. Thief outside, you go outside and you defend yourself, and anything going on, you are strong. It is actually very difficult as a father and a husband and the man of steel in your house to show depression and show weakness. Well, the bar is where you find out the root cause a lot of that.
True.
Because some things happen to people intimately, and they would never say it to somebody under normal circumstances.
True.
But you'll find, and even when them see you the first time in the night, they might not say it, or the second or the third, but maybe down to the end after a buckle of Hennessy, a man might say, boy, rude boy, I have a little thing for sure you still. Just hold it and tell me what you think.
When it comes on to depression, are you being depressed? You have to have somebody confident and trustworthy for you to reason with. So, as I say, I can always go to Russell, sit down, reason with him, talk to him about the whole situation. But I must have that confidence to know that when I leave, I now go appear one next week and hear, Andrew, what I'm here, what you understand what I say, cause that alone can put you into another depression.
True.
Because you feel like your self-esteem has lowered, and you're not as confident in a Russell. And if a situation should arise again, you have to think twice. Boy, I'm going to trust, so I'm going to tell him that. There's no reason I can't go tell nobody else this.
True.
You understand? Because Russell failed me, and he was one of the persons I look up to. Getting advice is one, but following up is another. Because I can't go appear one and sit down with Russell and reason with him about a situation. And by the time I jump in my car, go home, sleep. By the time I wake up in the morning, the first thing comes to your head is the same situation. Right? But if you also take up your phone and call me in the morning and say, yo, what you do? I come pick you up, man. Or we go make a chat on the road, find something constructive though. reason out same way. I mean, the following up have a lot to do with the whole situation.
True.
As men, the ego in dealing with stress, believe me, it is difficult with police officers and stress.
That is by definition the most stressful of this.
From joining that force, you have to have it in your head that one day is coming and it's not going to be long. And when you hear about police officer and stress, next thing you think about is suicide. You understand? Because you think about the gun and his threats and he giving up. Whether he might kill himself or he might kill him woman or he might kill his son. I mean, it happened already. You understand? So, counseling is a good thing when it comes on to stress, especially in the police force. I mean, they have made provision for that. You have a chaplain who always do counseling and so on, especially when you are involved in shooting incidents and so. But as I'm saying, the best person to discuss your stress with, your situation with, your downs, is the person who you trust and have confidence in that when you speak to them, you won't hear it back.
All right, guys, thank you for joining us. That's the end of part 1. Tell us your thoughts, tell us everything you're feeling about the discussion in the comments, and we look forward to seeing you again on the next episode of Faded Conversations.